Hey YouTube, this is a video on what to feed your Russian tortoise or horsefield tortoise. Okay, what's important for Russian tortoises is that they have a high fiber diet. Now, a lot of people just feed them salad. Problem with salad is it has no fibers in it whatsoever. So what I like to feed my Russian tortoise is Zumet's Natural Grassland Tortoise Food. And you can buy them in fairly big packages. The 35 O's package is the biggest, but that lasts for about a month for one Russian tortoise. The problem with it is that I forgot the calcium powder. The problem is that for the tortoise just to eat that food, it's great for the tortoise and everything else, but it gets really boring to eat just the same thing over and over again. So sometimes I like to mix her food with Zilla vegetable mix, and then once or twice a month with the Zilla fruit mix, the reptile munchies fruit mix. It's important that you don't feed your tortoise too much food, too much fruit. Fruit is basically just a treat for her, so I'm careful to only use it once or twice a month, because it can cause growth of some fungal bacteria or something in her stomach, which isn't good for her. It's also important that you add calcium powder. I like to use calcium powder from Exoterra. I use the one with vitamin D3. You can also use the one without vitamin D3. The important thing is that if you use the one without vitamin D3, really important to have a UVB light in your cage, because tortoises need UVB to process the calcium, otherwise the calcium's useless. How I go about mixing this food together is putting Grassland Tortoise food into here, one layer of it, and then if I ever add the vegetable mix or the fruit mix, I just fill the bottom of this little bowl, so it's not a lot. Now, the Grassland Tortoise food looks like this. So what it is, essentially, it's just dried grasses and herbs. This has a lot of fiber and is low in protein, which is very healthy for tortoises. It's important that you add the calcium every day, not like once or twice a month like the fruit, because it's really necessary for a strong shell growth. What you can also feed your tortoise, if you don't want to buy the Grassland Tortoise food, because it's kind of expensive, because you know it's specialized food. You can also feed your tortoise Timothy hay. The thing with Timothy hay though is I use it inside my tortoise's hut. The thing with Timothy hay is that tortoise is not as likely to eat it, a Russian tortoise, because they don't find it quite as delicious. The problem, okay, so now we've covered the proper diet. Let's see what we can't feed your tortoise a month. You can't feed your tortoise all the time. You can't feed your tortoise just salad. You can't have a tortoise's diet to be just salad, because there's not enough fiber in it. Even if you mix the salad up with vegetables, it's still not good enough. It's really important to feed your tortoise herbs and grasses. Now, if you live in the country in the summer, you can go outside and gather those yourself, but you gotta pay attention that you don't gather poisonous foods. If you live in the city, one thing that you can it's really easy to find for your tortoise in the park, and it's really delicious for the tortoise, are dandelions. You just need to wash them if you're in the city, because the car exhaust fumes will not be healthy for your tortoise. Okay, so that's a proper tortoise diet. Thank you very much, and see you again soon.